can all agree that this year has been pretty tough, but despite the obvious hardships, 2020 is still a great year for gaming, since there aren't really many things that you could do at home. We all know that there have been a lot of great titles that have been released this year, but there is just one game that really stood out from the rest, which is Animal Crossing New Horizons. So without further ado, it's your boy Enzo, and this is Yugatech Gaming. This might shock a lot of you guys since there are a lot of games that came out this year, like The Last of Us 2, Ghost of Tsushima, and the indie hit Hades. Those are great games, but I believe Animal Crossing deserves to be recognized as the game of the year because it came out in a time when we needed a sense of normality, which was dwindling because of the whole pandemic. Think of it somewhat of an Avatar, The Legend of Aang, who pretty much saved us through these trying times, which resulted in it being one of the highest selling games this year, with a whopping 14 million copies sold. Not only that it was a hit, the game gives you that sense of routine and social connection that's sorely lacking for many at this moment, which this game in all honesty helped a lot of people who are struggling in adjusting to what they call the new normal. Just like in every life simulators, it doesn't really require you to spend a lot of time, and it lets you go to your own pace. However, if you are one of those people who play for long hours, Animal Crossing lets you do a lot of things with its vast open world for you to explore. Another thing that I love is the limitless creations. The game lets you customize your own character regardless of your race and gender. It lets you become whoever you want to be and live wherever. Animal Crossing New Horizon gives you that feeling of being free while also getting your creative juices flowing. The game also lets you meet up with your friends whenever you feel lonely. It will certainly help you with your lack of social interaction, but not only that, it also lets you and your friends explore islands together since we all know that we are so tired of staying inside. Another thing to take note is the game's replay value. This is the type of game where you will never get tired of playing after you've finished, quote unquote. The good thing about this game is that it updates. It gives you new events based on the seasons and holidays. Adding these new features in the game keeps it interesting and consistent, and its gameplay is something to talk about as well, because it may be basic and quite minimal, but because of that, there are just so many ways to play it, which is the main reason why it's so addicting and not boring. Lastly, and probably the most important part of why this game deserves to be Game of the Year, is its well-crafted, relaxing, and generally happy atmosphere. Unlike some games that I have mentioned before, Animal Crossing is different from them because it generates that positive force that we badly need right now. From the very nice NPCs, the wonderful background music, and pretty much everything about this game will make you happy and escape that feeling of being isolated and alone. So that's pretty much everything that I like in Animal Crossing New Horizon. It's like that well-needed escape that we need right now. And despite its obvious lack of graphics, the game is pretty enjoyable. So what do you guys think? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and don't forget to visit yugatech.com/gaming for more news, tips, and tricks. It's your boy Enzo, and stay safe.